おはようみんな。Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Can you hear me loud and clear? I hope you can. Hello, hello. おはよう。I hope everyone is doing amazing today. Hello. We're doing a very self-indulgent stream today. We're doing something today that I really want to do. In the next 10 years, I would like to release my first ever video game. In the next 10 years, I would like to make it real. That much is true. Hold on, I think I forgot to start the translator. Yeah, okay. I think now we should be ready. Yeah. In the next 10 years, I would like to release my very own game. Digisouls 2. After the cult classic Digisouls. Some of you guys already know about my little game idea. It's a game about two characters experiencing terrible hardship and loneliness. That is the concept of the game. Yeah. We will release the game when I am old and made of mold, as always. Yes. Hello, hello! Okay, let me say hello to everyone. Asu's first today! Hello, Asu! Hello, Beniko! Hi, hi! And Asu, thank you for the check-in! Hello, Barrow! Hi, hi! Zeb! Hello, hello! Ultra Crystal! Hi, hi! Uni! Hello, my dear! Hello, my dear sister! Oh, did you guys know? Uni recently got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think that's something that is worth being celebrated. I think everyone should check out Uni. Yes, everyone should do that, please. Extra Princess, hello, hello. Memento, hi, hi. Arm, hello, hello. Joka-kun, hello, hello. Maybear, hello. And Arm, thank you for 60 streams. Arm, you might have been to every single stream since like this year started. Honestly, I would believe for that to be true. Das Mäxchen, guten Tag, hallo, guten Abend. Hallo, hallo, ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. D101112, hello, hello, hi, hi. MGF, oh, hi, hello. And Proteus, hello, hello. And MGF, 60 streams of the teasing green thing, that is me. Arara. That is precisely me. And Bapper, hello. And Tutti Frutti, Judy's Booty, hello, hello, hi, hi. Next time, ohayo. And Trocktop, hello, hello. Yeah, I hope that didn't ruin anyone's streak. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know. Oh god. Oh god. I misclicked, oh no. Oh wait, we don't have the fun advertisement on the screen. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I need to add the advertisement. Okay, yeah. I'll put this somewhere else where it's not annoying. In case you guys did not know, we're at 62 plushies. We're at 62 plushies right now. We're trying to raise 100. We have 15 more days, a little bit over 15 more days. And we need 40 plushies. We're trying. Yeah, we're almost at the goal of 6-7. If we don't get to the goal, how about we go out with a bang at 6-7? Also, I need to say hello to all my lovely packmates over on YouTube. Hello Asu, hello Nimby, hello Max Euphemism, hello Andrew, hi, hello, hello. I would be very happy if we hit the goal. I understand if we don't hit the goal. You know how it is. You understand how it is. Like I would be overjoyed if we hit it. But I have freed myself from all earthly attachment. So I will weep a little bit and then I'll be fine. No, I won't even weep. I think getting to over 60 is already very respectable. So, you know, I think things are good. Of course, it's my job as the streamer to advertise it and you know, endlessly hound you about this, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Yes. You will cry and sniffle loudly and go, but. Cute. Yeah, everyone needs to buy at least 3. We need to double the quota. No, it's all good. I'm gonna order like 2 more. Hopefully at the end of the month. I'll most likely order 2 more or 3 more for my friends in Japan. And then we will see. But yeah. I hope we get to 100. I understand that things are hard and things cost money. I keep always saying that, right? You guys know how these things are. I'm already really grateful for the support that I have been given. Yes. So you might be wondering, what are we doing today? You might be wondering, what is this weird game that we're playing? Today, we are doing some co-working together. We're doing some relaxing and fun co-working. There is this game I want to release in the next 10 years. And so, okay, it's all a very complicated thing because the game and the debut of my furry character are intertwined. The whole reason for me to get the furry character was to have like basically like a self-insert in that world, you know? Like me getting that character, I wanted to insert myself into my own world that I'm working on. That was the entire plan. And I kind of wanted something fun for us to do game dev streams, to be like, you know, I'm in the world of the game that I'm developing. I thought this would kind of be like a cool idea. To have a character that looks like they're from the carnivorous island. Yeah, that was the whole idea. That was the whole idea, you know? Yes. My cute sister. Come on now. You're the talented one. I'm just the green one. Will the game be sad, dark, or uplifting? Two things can be true at the same time. The game fundamentally is about making choices and how choices shape you and how choices change you. Having the luxury of choice and not having the luxury of choice. That is like the core theme. And it explores a deep loneliness. It explores a deep loneliness. So it's definitely an emotional game. It's definitely a very emotional game. It's about two furry characters on an island. That's all that you get to know, okay? I mean, in the end, we will all spoil it like a billion bazillion times because I will be developing it on stream. I will be developing it on stream, so I'm counting on everyone to help me learn how to code. Yeah. Hello, Exit Blade! Thank you! Arigatou gozaimasu! Thank you! Thank you so much! Wow. Yeah, so it all takes place on the world of the carnivorous island. The carnivorous island is my baby. That is my world that I dreamed up many years ago. And since then it was hounding me, begging me to be made real. And even back then I was so, like, I was already thinking on what to do about it. There are mainly two problems currently with Carniv. The main problem is I don't really know, like, realistically, it would be a lot easier to make a visual novel. Realistically, it would be a lot easier to just be like, okay, I'm gonna commission a bazillion million art assets, and we're gonna do it in Ren'Py, and it's a sad visual novel that makes you cry and laugh and come. You know, that would be like the reasonable thing to do. Unfortunately, I'm obsessed with systems, and I'm obsessed with gameplay. I have so many ideas. I have been told my ideas are all reasonable. I have been told none of them are hard to implement by people that know how games work. But obviously, it's a lot of like work to actually do it. Yeah, we hire actors. We hire actors, then we have to get custom fursuits, and then we will do live action acting. And yeah, I know. Wow. Thank you. Oh my. Oh. Oh, your Uwu Market password. Uwu Market is like one of the only websites where I have like a designated post-it, so I can whip that out. I feel you, Sir Mars. And thank you for looking at my merch. Thank you for considering getting something. I appreciate that. Thank you. One Exit Blade, thank you for watching my repo collab. Thank you. I collab very rarely. I'm a bit of a lonely animal. Like I'm a solitude guy. I'm a bit of a solitude sort of guy. But I don't know. I really want to make this by myself. I always kind of say this is like that guy who made the church out of the bottle caps. Like I have no background knowledge in how to make games. But I need something that kind of like keeps me occupied, keeps my mind busy, gives me something to work towards. So I think having this as a project to do for the next 10 years is gonna be very, very fun. For me, this is like, I guess, is like literally on my bucket list. Like, I know what Carniv looks like. Carniv exists in my mind palace. It's real in my brain. I need to learn how to make it. It already exists in shape in my memory. Yeah. So it's about making it real. Oh, that collab was with Rudy and her friends. Rudy Rinka. Yes, my ghost sister. I want to keep... like, I want to do everything by myself. There won't be any voice acting, I think. And I'm very, very, like... You know, I'm very protective of my baby. I will most likely commission all of the assets. Currently, the development unit consists of 2 people. It's me and my dear friend Iroha. So currently the core development staff is 2 people. And I will have a very hard time extending who like can work on it, because this is my child. I'm very, very protective of it. If I want certain work done, I will most likely commission assets. Honestly, I don't even know if I can sell the game for money, because this gets so much more expensive when you get the commercial rights for everything, right? And Uni, have a good time with planning your set. Yeah, have a good lurk. I have to cut it out of marble, exactly. And Paracetamol Poor, hello. And Fezdog, hello. And Shadow, hello, hello. Hi. Thank you, Exit Blade. I appreciate you. In the next 10 years... Yeah, in the next 10 years, I will make it real. The hard part is like the funding, but that's why I say, you know, in the next 10 years. Because hopefully, slowly but surely, 10 years will sort of be enough. I hope so. And Shadow, thank you! Thank you for the 10 streams. Tariq, thank you. Oh, I will have to do this properly. Like, I will have to draft like a legally binding contract. You know? Like, I will do all of this properly. It will take me some time, though. Hello, Bucky! Hi! Wow. Okay, alright.
Oh, I want to be a voice actor, or I can be furry. I can be furry. I can even meow. Meow!
Okay, alright. That wasn't what you had written. She was quite passionate about the meow there. Okay, we will do some Pomodoro today. That means we will set a timer where we work quietly and productively. You're very welcome to work along with me. That's the whole point of the stream today. If there's any work you have been putting off, like doing your taxes, cleaning your room, working on your passion project, you know, working on your stories or working on your artwork, anything really. Now is the perfect time to sit down with me and do some nice and relaxing co-working. Yes. I will turn off the starting music now. Yes. Hello, Dapwar. Hello, hello. Yes, work on the main quest. That's fine. You can work at whatever you want to work at. We will set a nice Pomodoro timer. And then we will see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, timer is here. So we will... Let's see. Let's maybe try 2 sessions again for now. Focus 25 minutes. And then a 5-minute break. And then again focus. And then a 5-minute break. And I think then a 15-minute break or something like that. We will figure it out as we go. But we will do some 25 minutes of concentrated focus. Yes. Goodbye, Andrew. Have a good rest of your day. Yes, yes. And if you tell me after the time is up, if you tell me what you have been working on, and you've been good, you've been focused, I will praise you. That's your special reward. I will praise you if you've been good. Yeah. This is for studying for my boards, but I did like 3 hours and 1 hour off. Oh wow, that's really intense studying. Yeah, I know Pomodoro works really good because it's like shorter bursts and you don't get so fatigued. I think for what I'm doing, this will be really good. Yes. Okay, all right. Are you guys ready? Do you have your pen and your water? Like something to drink and something to work on? Are you ready to begin? And good night! Also have a good work! Oyasumi! Wow, 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 wow. Okay, alright. Yes, let's begin. Let's have a good work. Okay. Theoretically, there should be music playing. But whatever. It's whatever right now. We will just have a quiet rain working. And I'm working on the game story today. Hmm. Yeah, I might like ramble a little bit, but mostly right now this is about concentrated work. Yes. Yeah, last time I made really good progress on the first couple chapters, so I want to keep up this trend. Hmm. I'm rereading the words that I wrote to kind of trace back my steps to see where I want to continue today. Sunken Shell, hello, hello. Yeah. I mean, this is how I imagine us working together if we sit in a cafe, you know? That sort of thing. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm just realizing that I will have to do multiple drafts of this. I have one document that is kind of like my lore Bible, so to speak. And then I have a document that is like more the plot kind of like written out. Basically like a kind of like a bit more of like an abridged version of what happens in each chapter. And then of course, once that is done, I will have to make a third version of this where it's like the literal game dialogue, like written out sentence by sentence, and that's going to be a lot of work. Hello, Zikaru. To be honest, this would be a lot easier as a visual novel, I suppose, because for a visual novel, at least it's just words, and programming wise, that would be very easy. Ren'Py is, I think, kind of, sort of manageable. I wonder if you can like RPG-ify Ren'Py, if you can like, like I want items to affect the characters, for example. It tricks scoring systems with combos and backflips. What we're not trying to do here, we're trying to suffer, okay? That's the goal of the game. We're trying to suffer and lose everything, and through losing everything, we discover who we really were all this time. And Asu, good night. Thank you. Good night, good night. Yeah, I know for you it's like super late. I'm always so thankful for everyone that lives in another time zone and watches my stream. I feel so bad. you poor guys that watch me at like 4 a.m. I'm always so worried about you. And Virtue, hello. Hi. That's so funny. We have someone named Patience in the Discord server, so we have Patience and Virtue. Hmm. I don't really want combat, but I did want crafting. I wanted food choices. You know? Ah. Well, there are RPG Maker games that are sort of like visual novels, right? There are RPG Maker games like Wadanohara and The Deep Blue Sea. Those games have like visual novel elements and they have a lot of art. That might work possibly. Hello, Kite. Hello, hello. And Flea Flicker, hello. And Zikaru, hello. Good evening. Good evening to you too. So the good thing is there are only 2 NPCs. The only characters that exist right now are the 2 main characters and a monkey. Yeah, this game features a monkey. That's how you know it's a good game. There's 2 characters and 1 monkey currently. Wow. Oh god. Oh geez. Calling to Germany to fix something. Oh my. Yeah, the game features monkeys. That's how you know it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 game. Iron, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. No, the monkey's not the love interest. The monkey's not like a character, he's just like a creature on the island. We're not romancing the monkey. Thank you, Iron. You're too kind. Come on now, you can't tell me you want to romance the monkey. Oh, it's so difficult. I really know I can save myself a lot of work if I just submit and I just say, okay, we're doing a visual novel. We're doing a visual novel with no gameplay. It's just a sad story. There's no gameplay. But like the food I was very, very passionate about. Thank you. We are very kind. Thank you for liking my model. You're very sweet. Yeah, everyone, let's focus. The game will feature cross-dressing. This has already been decided, by the way. Even though the game is very sad and lonely, the game will also feature cross-dressing. This is very important to the plot. I guess cross-dressing is like not the right word, but like I wanna dress the character up sexily for like for no reason. It's like one of the bad endings. That will most likely also occur. Maybe I should replay Wadanohara. Well, I have a different name for that ending. Unironically, this is how I plan to introduce the sexy dress ending. There's a gauge that fills up. The sexy dress ending is also the yandere ending. Yeah. My political power fantasy, well, the game is about being lost on an island and having to fight for your survival. I don't know what that says about me. Furries are in the game, so that checks out about the kink thing. I thought about having magic, but magic makes them too powerful. I wanted to feel like really scary to be on the island. Hmm. Yeah, maybe something like a Wada Nohara would be good. Hmm. Yeah, but like magic is like kind of like a hunch. It's like a MacGuffin, right? That comes in when the characters are in trouble. I wanted to feel like horrifying. I wanted to feel like scary when you're in a pickle. Like making a fire is hard. Finding shelter when it rains is hard. Like it's really about like the survival aspect of all of it. I originally it's so funny. Originally I needed like a reason for them to explore the island. And I wrote in a pig that rummages through their stuff while they're sleeping. And then I thought, okay, well the pig is a bit too silly. The pig is like that's like a little bit dumb. That's like a little bit silly. So I did write out the pig. He's no longer in the game. Mm. Mm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Iron gets it. Yeah, it's not even personal. It's not even personal. You know what? I might write one of the characters because one of the characters was not a human before coming to the island. I might write one of the characters to have been a powerful magic user, but then there's like no magic on the island. So the island is like genuinely horrifying to both of them. That's unironically a very good idea. I kinda like that. I think that's a really, really good idea. A giant sloth creature. Sloths are really scary. They have really sharp claws. Oh wait, that was anteaters. Anteaters have really sharp claws. I mean sloths as well. Sloths are kinda they're so slow. they're not as scary. Mm. Very soon we will start doing pixel art streams for this again. No, it's not. Nothing about it is like invaded or wrong. It's just like an insanely difficult place to be in. It's as beautiful as it is harrowing. Hmm. Firefly! Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, you guys know each other. Cool. Yeah, like the desert. Exactly. Yeah, you get me. Yeah, you get me. That's sort of the point. The tropical nightmare paradise island. Yeah, that's literally write that down. That's the synopsis. That's what it's all about. Mm. I might actually put the magic in, but then it will be like the sort of thing where like you can use it once or twice and then you die. Like it's so hard for the human body to handle to cast magic that it's like I guess a clutch move if you are about to lose a battle, but you can only use it like once or twice in the story. That might actually work. I think that might be an angle that is worth to pursue. I have not seen Uninhabited Planet survive, but that sounds like something that I would love, actually. That sounds like it's exactly my type of thing. Wolfborg! Hello, hello. We're doing game work today. Hello, Wolfborg. And Yano Mashinya, thank you! Thank you for gifting a sub to Eileen. Thank you. Arigato. Wolfborg, it would be easier if I just made it a visual novel. But if I make it a visual novel, I can't have a bar for food quality and consumed food quality. Rubbing robin eggs. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello. And Nishi Penguin, it's good to see you. Hello. Hi. We're working on my little game today. Hello. Yes. We're writing magic into the game. But like realistically, if it's just a visual novel, then it actually has a chance to be released. Oh, that annoys me. Oh, have fun making the Minecraft mod. That's so cool. That's very cool. A VN can definitely have mechanics like that. You don't need to put yourself in a box.
Hello, chat. Have you ever wanted to survive on a deserted tropical paradise nightmare? Look no further than the DigiCo plushie. It is a 20th level portrait wizard system magic. We are trying to get 100 pledges. Get your pledges. Get your Omega wizard now.
I am surprised by how good she was for reading that out. Oh, cooking would be so cool if that was possible. The thing is, like, you know what I'm thinking about? I care very, very little about the actual combat. I care very little about the actual combat. I wonder if I can really dissect this down to just the story and the cooking part. Because then I would have to make so many less acids. But that would be, Like all the fighting and stuff, that can definitely be. Yeah, there are no advanced combat mechanics. There is stone, like rock, claws, stick, and sand. Those are the combat mechanics, you know? There's stone hitting something with a big rock is a viable strat. Yeah, the point is like not conquering the island. The island cannot be conquered. In a way, that's sort of like the beautiful and the horrifying thing about it. While you exist on it, you will not really get to master it. We will not be playing John Carnivorous. New name for the protagonist has just dropped. John Carnivorous. I really like this. Yeah, we need to kill the carnivores and cook them. So the whole point is kinda... The point is kinda like that they are lonely. It's only them on the island. And that is what makes survival so difficult. And that's what makes their relationship so difficult, because it's only them. There are other factors at bay that make this even more harrowing and horrifying, but I don't want to spoil the entire situation. I want to spoil the story. Oh yeah, that could possibly work. Like, I am thinking, how can you convey a battle with as little sprite work as possible? I'm thinking about, like, basically, like, all the RPGs where it's just like Final Fantasy, the earlier ones, where it's just like a sprite, another sprite, particle effect, you know, where it's like really rudimentary. The problem is, like, I want the game to look good. That's the real challenge. That's the real challenge. I want the game to look good, and the difficulty is that I have to pay for everything. I am like, you know, I am very aware that this will cost all of my money for 10 years. That's the plan. Imagine a battle here. We barely survived, feeling hungry. Oh. Yeah, Lord of the Flies is a good comparison for what I want. I want it to be very Lord of the Flies, like sort of also like, you know, you think help is coming, but help's not really coming. Like it's very scary in that way too. The problem is, besides my one mechanic that I was so incredibly proud about, the game could work as a visual novel. Because even like big scripted fights could be story events, and then the game could just check if you have fulfilled conditions that would be that would allow you to progress. Like, for example, because you ate the toxic mushroom in chapter 2. Oh man, I was still in the gaming zone. I'm gonna finish my thought though. Because you ate the toxic mushroom in chapter 2, now you actually won't have the opportunity to beat the bear because your body is too weak. You know, something like that. Also, is my model lagging a bit, or am I imagining that? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm lagging. Okay, go. I might need... Oh, I don't want to end the timer. Oh. Okay. Looks fine to me. Well, if it looks fine to you, then that's good. That's good. Hmm. Hmm. Well, what animation? Which one do you mean? Go is a fun little app you can use to co-work. You can make a little virtual room and co-work with everyone. It's a game on Steam. Yeah, you can make your own character. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Because you just ate your hamburger on the first screen like an idiot. You have nothing to distract the bird. That's what I was thinking about. Like, I really want choices to be like a big part of the game. It's gonna be one of those annoying games where you're gonna get like a rock, right? You're gonna get like a round rock, and the character says something like, "Wow, this rock is really round. I wonder what we can do with it." And then at some point, like 20 chapters in, someone's gonna be like, "Wow, if only we had like a round rock that we could use for this puzzle." Yeah, if only we had the round rock from chapter 1. Yeah, this is Go. Yeah. This is Go. Go. Exactly. Yes. Renpy. I was about to say Renpy sounds like it's sort of reasonable. Renpy sounds like it won't kill me if I learn it. But Wolfborg, you know my gameplay ideas. The problem is I need there to be a turn-based element for the food system to work. There is a food system, and the food system has something to do with like a lot of things. So there needs to be like something that's turn-based. Even though that's a bit of a stupid concept now that I think about it. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that angers me. I thought my idea was really good, but now that I'm thinking about it again, this is a very stupid idea. It's a very stupid idea that is like sort of interesting because it has definitely not been done before, to my knowledge. But from a gameplay standpoint, there's no reason for it to exist, I think. It also just works with custom Python scripts. Okay, so you can like customize this, is what you're saying. If you like the idea, let it fly. Oh, well, the idea was the food that you eat affects how like combat plays out. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Everyone needs to use the loo at some point. And I kind of wanted it to be like a little RPG type thing where you see your position and you see the enemy's position. And every time you take a step, the enemy takes a step towards you. But then obviously, if you haven't eaten any fiber, like you need to go. So then you lose a turn and the enemy moves closer. And all of this is very terrifying, but it's also sort of silly. So that was like the crux of the idea. That was kind of what I was imagining. Okay. In the end, I just worked through the break. Yeah, well, it's like sort of bathroom-based combat, but obviously that's not the entire mechanic. That's not all of it. I just thought it was kind of scary if one of the characters is like, oh, I need to go, and the other character is like, oh no, we can't continue until this guy does his bidding. And then the big scary monster comes closer and you're like, oh no, my body is like weak and feeble and it needs to use its functions. Obviously, like nothing would have been shown. It wouldn't have been like graphic. It would have just been like a little embarrassed face. I need to go, and then you lose a turn and it's like sort of scary. You can also make a VN in Unity, but Renpy takes a lot less setup to get started. Yeah, I think Renpy will be our little guy. I think it's more likely that Renpy is our best friend. I think Renpy is gonna be our guy. You know what? I'm thinking? I am thinking that if I want to tell a story, I can implement some of the gameplay. I think if I really want to get this game out of the door and I want everyone to experience it, I think it would be smarter to do it as a visual novel with like some gameplay elements. Because I like text adventures. I like visual novels. I am confident in my writing. And writing is like 99% of what the game is about anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you could like throw the food at the monster, but then you obviously lose the food item. You can distract the monster by throwing food at it, like literally Pokemon Safari Zone. But then at the end of the day, when the characters are like, that was fun, we should eat our food. Oh, we no longer have any food. That was like the idea that I had. You know what? I'm gonna do this in a visual novel way because I want this to be released. I want this to be real. And I think if I want this to be real, and I'm not like a programmer, and I can't pay anyone to program for me. I think I need to do this in a way that I can do, and I think Ren'Py unironically might be the way to go. I am ambitious. I am really, really ambitious. There are things I really want to make real. But I think maybe Ren'Py over RPG Maker for this one. And that would save me so many assets because if I just commission a couple illustrations, like I am really good at using illustrations efficiently. I am incredibly good at using illustrations efficiently. I think, yeah, Wolfborg, we have talked production. We have talked like how to produce a game, what all goes into this. Despite me wanting to make a generational banger in the RPG Maker world, I think it's smarter to decrease workload and everything if we do this in Ren'Py. I think that's the sort of like realistic angle to make it real. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna start porting over my script that I have and turn it into like real spoken dialogue for everything. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. Yeah, I want it to be real, and I'm not made out of money, nor am I like a person that knows how to develop games. I think if I want to release something that people actually enjoy, I can just get smarter doing it this way. Like when I talked to Klonk about it, we talked about how most people when they make games, they make stuff like Pong again. Like they start super small to learn how game making works. The problem is I'm not really interested in game making. I'm interested in telling the story of this world I came up with. Like I'm more interested in writing it, which is what I have been doing for the past year. So I think from my perspective, maybe learning some things about Python through Ren'Py, like through the mantle of okay, I have to do this in Ren'Py, is possibly the smartest way to sort of do this. What do you guys think? Yeah, maybe, yeah, I think you also told me to start small. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Because I will learn something about programming if I like it or not. I think I'm gonna learn something rather despite me liking it or not. And I think this is more in my wheelhouse. Yeah, that's true. I could also do like a little Babby VN where it's like, what did I do in a day? Oh. Yeah, maybe it's not good to be ambitious with the first ever idea. Maybe it's good to kind of like reel in the scope, make a couple games, and then after that, kind of like slowly but surely grow as a developer, so to speak. Yeah, directing the visuals and stuff. I can definitely do that. I have made websites before. I know like really basic programming stuff. I have even worked in Python before, ages ago. I don't remember anything about it, but I've worked in Python before. For school, obviously, so nothing like too substantial, but maybe there are some kind Python people here in the chat that can guide my blank mindscape, put me on the right path. Yeah, you're gonna make the Earthbound ROM hack before Undertale, before the Deltarune. I think you're right. I think everyone's right. I think I'm trying to make Deltarune, but I should be trying to at least make Undertale first. Moku! Moku-chan, hello! Hi, hi! We're doing some writing today for my game project. Doing some co-working. Moku is a dear friend. Moku also likes Yumetuki. Yes. All right. Oh, I guess we're learning Python then. Yeah, our main goal is to release the game. Our main goal is that people can experience the story of Carniv Island. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Thank you, Moku. Wow. Wait, why do I have my ASMR hands on? How did that happen? Hold on. Why did it turn ASMR all of a sudden? Why did the ASMR toggle come in? Okay, I will write this as a visual novel. Yes, we love you, Matuki. Yeah. I want to play more fan games again soon. There are so many talented fan games. But right now we're working on my little game, my little project. I hope in the next 10 years I can bring it to life. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. You should totally explore with us, Irene. We do this sometimes where we all go to places together. I'm also the author of a blog about Yumatuki. I interview different game developers. Yes, you can check out my websites. Thank you. Thank you for linking it. Yeah, their maps are super, super duper good. Hum, 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 hum. I think you guys had the right idea because now new ideas are coming to my mind if we were making a visual novel. I think this is probably the right direction so I don't burn out as well. I've been watching videos about like how to write scripts properly. And I honestly think that really helped. Yeah, I think that's really good. I think honestly, maybe learning one skill first, like writing properly. That might be smart. Yeah. Um, let me think. Also, we are technically in focus mode. I'm not so good about it today. Um, there was the advice to let me think. There was a good example using like a Star Wars for like an example where I think it was Anakin that killed the Sand People. That was the example where he's like, they're dead. All of them are dead. And he keeps saying that. And the advice was kind of to like maybe like show and tell that he's like upset, him being irritated by something else. And then kind of giving it a bit more of a poignant, like inferring it like through the context clues that something really terrible happened and then the Sand People got wiped out. Um, Not the women, not just me, the women and children too. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, he just keeps on going. He just doesn't stop about the what happened. And the advice was kind of like show and tell, but also write scenes in reverse was like one of the advices that I remember, like one of the exercises. I remember sometimes mundane dialogue can be really good. And like subtext, like a lot would be way more poignant if like conveyed through subtext. And that I think is also good advice. Hmm. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, the show and tell thing is definitely not that good. But I think subtext still goes a long way in a VN. You can still imply stuff with written dialogue. Yeah. I really don't want to get voice acting. I want it to be like a boo 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 when dialogue is displayed. I don't want there to be voice acting. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I like the beep talk. I like that a lot as well. I think that's a good idea to do it. Hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's a good advice. That's really, really good advice. Funnily enough, there are not that many VNs that I like. There are a lot of like smaller projects. There's a lot of small games that I like Flesh, Blood, and Concrete has writing, right? Flesh, Blood, and Concrete is a really good game. I did like Steins Gate of what we had like read from it. I like smaller games. I do care about smaller games. Durix Machina, hello, hello. Snayund, hello, hello. Hi, hi. And Lucius, hello, hello. And Cronus, hello, hello. I'm so sorry. And Serena, hello, hello. I'm so sorry, everyone. I was so focused. Yeah. No, that's a good point. Hmm. 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 Hello, Barrel. My aching limbs feel like they are stuffed with rocks. I struggle to even open my eyes. But as light floods my hurting eyelids, my body suddenly springs into motion like a reawakened automaton. It moves and I don't know where it's going. Ooh. Hello, Vera. Hello, my sweet. Hello, hello. Everyone, please check out Vera. They're a very dear friend of mine. And they're the fourth wall demon. Verisimilitude. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, my sweet. Vera is a very dear friend of mine. We love Vera in this house. Oh, is the bot down? The bot, in theory, should not be down. But you know how it is with Streamlabs. It's a yin and yang. You have it for one thing. I had to fix a YouTube issue recently. No, it's on both. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Ah, yes. We're doing game dev today. We're writing video game. How are you today, my sweet? Yes, yes. Yes, we're doing video game writing. You're very welcome to work along with us. Wow! Podcasting today. Rice, very tasty, very good. Very yummy. Okay, nice. We earned ourselves a break. This is a longer break, and I'm actually gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Everyone, let's take a brief break before we continue, okay? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put you guys on the BRB screen. I'm just gonna quickly use the restroom. All right, I'm back. Hello, hello, everyone. Tayomisi, hello. All right. You know what? A part of me is kind of sad to bury my ambitions in a way. But the whole thing about you have to make the Earthbound ROM hack first before you make Undertale, before you make Deltarune, really speaks to me. And I think it really is the right call. I think I'll look up Renpi and get acquainted with that. I have the artist for all the art, which is good. I think this will be a good idea. Yeah. The only thing I don't have is the background art. I think my job should be the writing. That's something that I know how to do. Yes. Is the game done yet? No. This will take the next 5 years. Well, if we're not making RPG Maker guide, it will not take 10 years at the very least. With Borg, I will need your tutorage if I have to learn these things in Python. You need you need to backseat me so bad. Everyone will have to like wrangle me and teach me how to do these things. I already feel bad. Yes. I'll be here to be ready to play in 10 years. Thank you. Thank you. I'm dreading to use the programming category when we actually do the proper programming for it. As all my talented green circle friends. And I'll say, relax, relax. I don't want any trouble. I'm just a visitor passing through. I'm not native to this place. Oh, when I'm back from Chicago, I will teach you the ways. Yeah, luckily, even if we're making a visual novel, we will need so much art. I will most likely start making the game with placeholders. I think I'm not a really like, how do you say? My pretension with things is sort of limited. I don't mind making a lot of placeholders that are crudely drawn. And then we finish that entire thing. Yeah. Luckily, we have the artist for it. So, originally, the artist and I agreed we were gonna do RPG talk sprites and backgrounds. And then, what do you call them? Are they called like CVs when it's like the big picture? Is that what you call it? CGs, yeah. So the thing is, I have worked a little bit in Python before, like in school 5 years ago, and all of my widgets that I use for stream are dependent on Python. So it makes sense for me to learn this because in general all the stuff that I use already uses Python. It might actually be a really good idea to like get into this. The problem is I'm scared and afraid. So we will take it slow to not overwhelm me, and we will like take the tiniest tippy steps to make this not scary for me. Yeah. Yeah, we'll most likely just create like paint pictures, like where it just says beach, forest, background 1, background 2, sprite 1, sprite 2. And then I'm just gonna like put the proper assets in at some point. I am very lucky. My propaganda of saying, which by the way is true, that for me programming is a very sexy and attractive profession, has worked. I predict that it has worked. So now I'm sitting at the top of everyone's knowledge. I'm not lying, by the way. I do find it very attractive. But it's good to sit at the tab when I'm doing something in Python and then suddenly everyone wants to help and knows how to do things. Yes. Yeah, if it's a visual novel, luckily there will be no walking. Yes. We take our time. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I think if I'm so concerned about the story and the dialogue, I'm willing to like take my time and get the story right. I think this is a good idea. I think all of you guys are really smart and I should listen to you more often. I'm very satisfied by what comes out of me listening to you. I think it's a good idea. Mm. I kind of want to continue writing. I'm completely off my rhythm today. I really want to continue writing. I think my idea about the food system in theory was okay. Can you have a visual novel that has an inventory? Like, can it be sort of like King's Quest, like where you collect an item, kind of like in the Nikkei thing, right? They gave you like the key of darkness and stuff, and then you could only access the route after you had gotten the key of darkness. I don't want to know. I don't know if you want to listen to me, Mr. G. I told someone banana pie was a good balanced dinner. Well, I like banana pie. I wouldn't say it's a balanced dinner, but I'm willing to hear you out. I kind of want a banana pie now. That does sound very tasty. Yeah, I'm off my rhythm today. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. A Tokimeki Furmorial. You can have an inventory system. Just a question after how you want it to be used in the story to see how it's implemented later. I think I kind of wanted to be like a days system where events play out on like set days. Like, obviously, for example, day 1, you wake up on the island. Choice, you turn left or you turn right. And then if you turn right, you get to an area where you find a small stone. And then maybe in chapter like 10,000, there's going to be a character that says, "Oh, I really wish we had a small stone right now. If we only had a small stone, we could totally solve the great mystery." And then obviously, if you had gotten the small stone, things would have been either easier or harder. Like, I want stuff like this to exist, where like having key items is like a part of it. That's definitely something that I don't want to compromise on. The food system, I am willing to compromise on to a certain extent. I think my idea with fiber is kind of neat in theory, but it really kills the vibe of the game. I think it really kills the seriousness of the story. If I'm like, oh yeah, you need to have a balanced diet, I think that's like kind of fun in theory of your character and the monsters both take turns in like a turn-based sort of thing. But obviously, if the game's not turn-based, this is gonna be really hard and kind of annoying to implement. But I really like. I might still find like a way to use this idea for something because I really like the idea of two people working together, one person calling the shots, and the other person kind of being at that person's like whims, even in an embarrassing way. And obviously the whole, oh, what you eat affects you. It affects your life. It affects your routine and stuff. It's like also a part of it. Giving Furry Digi a cute rock at exactly the right moment. Kind of like a penguin thing. They exchange rocks, right? No, yeah. The main idea was originally the whole thing is about choices. The whole thing is about choices, embarrassing choices, hard choices, easy choices, choices that you can't know what the effect of them will be, choices you don't want to make but have to make, and choices you could make to get an edge but that come with a terrifying cost. That sort of thing. Like, it's all about choices. The whole thing is just about choices. Pikmin, but you only have one Pikmin. The poor guy. The poor little Pikmin. I know people were so mean to the little guys in the Pikmin mobile game, in the Pikmin Pokemon Go style game. No, but I kind of thought if we do this like a day system, right? Where you start the day, you eat something, you go exploring. Depending on what you ate, you have a certain amount of energy. You get a number of choices. For example, if you ate nutrient dense food, you get five choices. You get 5 paths basically, like 5 times like left or right. And then after your bar like depletes, you return to the camp and you eat something for dinner depending on what you found during your exploration during the day. Stuff like that could possibly work. That doesn't sound like it would be entirely mind breaking to implement, you know? Yeah. The Go avatar stretching forwards looks a bit like she wants to reach your neck. Yeah, surely just to caress it affectionately. Yeah. Eating a big meat on the bone versus eating half a coconut. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, yes. Oh my. The moldy coconut. Yeah, I mean, originally I had like a whole system in mind of like what a high value food is, what a low value food is, what a mid value food is. Like I had like a whole thing in mind, if I'm being honest. But if we're really going like, okay, this is my first, Babby's first game, and the story is like so super duper important for me, I might actually focus on that and like scale back everything that I don't know how to do. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Maybe that's the right call. Oh my, something happened. Okay, wow. Okay, we can set the next session. Let's do that. I don't think a moldy coconut would fix you. I don't know what you're implying. I don't know what you're trying to say. A moldy coconut, I don't think it would fix you. All right, let's start the next session. Let's do some concentrated work now. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Let's focus up Mina. Hmm. I'm focusing on these tiles in front of me while yapping with you. Very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. Penguin! Hello, hello! Oh, hiyo! Mm. Wow, Penguin! Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you for my juice fee. Thank you. Thank you for the 200 yen. You're so kind. That's very, very sweet. Thank you. Wow. It's gonna energize me. We're gonna get some good work done today. Oh. Hmm. What if my writing is really cringe? Hmm. Be cringe, be free. Thank you. And you will love it no matter what. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Mm, mm. I'm making good progress. Hum, 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 hum. Uni, welcome back. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, yo, welcome back. We've decided that it's smarter to do a visual novel project first, instead of like a full-fledged RPG Maker game, and I do agree with that. Yeah, I think for baby's first project, that's going to be a lot more manageable. Thank you. Hmm. King Bluey, hello. Thank you. Wishtails, hello, friend. Hi, hi. Hello, my sweet. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Hello, King Bluey, and hello, Wishtails. I hope both of you are doing well today. Wow, 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 wow. I'm doing very well. We're working on my little game project today. Yeah. Mm-mm. I want to make a game in 10 years. As long as it's gonna take, I wanna work on it. Yeah. Yes, yes. Mm. Yes. Oh, I wanna make more music, but music is sorta terrifying to me. In theory, I wanna make more music. I'm always interested in so many things. I had fun making a little music. You can find my music on my website, funnily enough. I wanted to make like Yumaniki style short music loops. Yeah, and that I have done. I have successfully done that. I would like to get better at making ambient music, yeah. But to be honest, it I kind of had like put it on the back burner because I reached like a natural roadblock while learning, and then I went to America, and then I went to Japan, and just like a lot of things kind of like came up at the time, and I had to focus on other things. But I still want to make ambient music. My favorite artist is Mount Shrine, and I also like Aphex Twin, of course. Wow. Oh my god, you are such a godsend. VCV rack. I have heard this before. What is this? What is the VCV rack? Oh. Oh wow. That's cool. That's like some sort of synth, no? Oh. Oh wow. Yeah, I've seen this before. I just have Ableton. I have Ableton and like all the Ableton basics. Yeah, I'm a babby. I made music the old-fashioned way, just with Serum. Serum and Ableton, my two friends. Yeah. Mr. Neve, hello. Hello, hello, my friend. All of my friends are here today, man. I feel so loved. Hello. Yeah, I did get somewhere. One of my friends has used my music in her VTuber debut. So like I'm not completely like inept at doing this. Yeah. I'm inept to like 90%, but I'm not completely inept. My music has been used before by a VTuber for their debut, even though it's very bad. But she wanted something that was made by me, and I worked really hard on it, and she liked it a lot. So say whatever you want. At least I tried. Wow. And Dapor, good night. Thank you. Good night, good night. Uni, you don't get to talk. Your music is actually good. Your music is totally different, but your music's really, really good. The thing is, like with music, I kind of reached that point where I was making music for a little bit, and then I realized how little I know about music. And I wanted to learn so many things at the same time. And I kind of felt like I I was kind of intimidated by how much there is to know about music. Like I like listening to music. Everyone obviously does. But I kept writing music. And every time I kept writing music, I noticed myself referencing things that I have already heard before. And I felt so incredibly bad because I thought I was like, subconsciously, I'm copying things that sound good to me that already exist. That can't be like good or right. I have to come up with original ideas. Like, I know everything has been done before, but like, I don't know. It felt like suddenly I had like no original idea in my brain, and that was really terrifying. Oh, what did Porter say about that? I really like Porter. Porter's music is really, really good. Porter is the closest thing I would say is like a celebrity crush for me. Because for me, Porter is just like such an interesting person. I really, really like listening to his stance on things. He seems to be quite educated. It's all stolen from people that inspire him, and yet his sound is very unique and influential to many. That is also true. That is also very true. I don't know. I feel like I'm not very good at making music. I still like doing it occasionally. But I kind of need to like sit in my little chamber and not be observed. I like I don't know. The music that I made, it has served its purpose, and I'm glad the person that received it liked it. I stopped making music at the time because this feeling of, oh, I don't think I have a lot of original ideas. Exantus, hello, hello. Hi. And Virtue, hello, welcome back. It's just a feeling that never goes away. I see. I had a friend show me her crazy fucking neurotracks. Oh, all with her own sound design. And she's like, haha, I don't know. Man, making things is hard. Personally, making music in a way, it was fun, but I wouldn't really say it was relaxing. Like when I sit down to make pixel art, that felt more like a relaxing activity. So I prioritized making pixel art over making music for the time being. It's not relaxing at all. Yeah. No, you get me. You just have to do it because you like it. Yeah. I need to like sit down and properly do it again. No! Stop looking at my SoundCloud. No. Oh. No. No, please. Oh. No. No. Oh, Jesus. No. No. You find that and you pretend you never heard it. It's bad. We don't talk about it. It's just meant to be for Rubini, and Rubini used it for her debut. And I was just trying to imitate like a Yuminiki sounding sound. So it's all like 15-second loops. All I ever wanted to do was Yuminiki, and I did that. No. No. Listen, I'm I'm not particularly proud of what I've made. Oh. All right, let me hydrate. Well, it's not like it matters to me at the very least if you listen to it or not. It has already been made. I've already made the journey. I've already learned something. It doesn't really matter if you like it or not. Find it on your own time. I don't care. It's not like I'm embarrassed by it or anything. We need more for real. Oh, don't say that. I mean, at some point I might. At some point I might. Well, maybe. Jeez, don't ask me about my music. I didn't expect to have a heart attack on stream like that. It's really funny. I have this natural instinct that my teeth start to like, how do you say? The thing that they do when it's like cold, they start to like move. I don't know what the term is. Chatter. Yeah, I get chattery teeth when I'm really nervous. My jaw kind of hurts. I didn't expect that you guys would make me chatter on stream. That's a first. For all the embarrassing experience that we have shared, this is the first time I'm chattering on stream. No, you don't have to feel bad. It's all in good fun. You don't have to feel bad. My SoundCloud is like elite ball knowledge. It's elite ball knowledge. If you're like a elite packmate, you know about my SoundCloud. It's all good. Well, I wish. Do you ever make something and you like in your mind you're like, well, I know this is supposed to sound better, but I don't know how to make it sound better, but like I know how it's supposed to sound in my mind. That was kind of my mileage with music. where it's like, okay, this sounds absolute doo-doo butter ass, but I don't have the knowledge to turn the knobs in a way that makes it sound less doo-doo butter ass. Do you copy? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I kind of got stuck at this point where I was like, okay, this is doo-doo butter ass. I'm realizing that this is doo-doo butter ass. I'm gonna change my name and never attempt this again. Oh, me trying to make bass music and it's just clown music. Oh, it's bass music, right? That's how you say it. Sorry. It's letting the clown out of the car. Yeah, you guys should talk. You're both music fans. Go exchange ideas. Do it somewhere else. Don't remind me. don't remind me that I attempted to learn this. Otherwise I'm gonna chatter again. Yeah. The 0 times 539. It's nice to see you. Hello, hello. When I drop my next piece of music, you have to return the favor. Oh. I was really happy when you showed me how to do DJing, Uni. That was really fun. I really enjoyed my brief introduction to that. Is it record box? Was it record box that you showed me? Yes, I had fun with record box. That was really fun. Oh my, oh, I hate this. My cheeks are so red. This hasn't happened in a million years. No one has ever oh, I've never been shaken like this in a long time so suddenly. Zuja, hello, my sweet. Hello. Aw. The shaker. The top or the bottom? Well, perhaps both. Oh, Jesus. Let me hydrate again. My horrible babby music that is parked on my secret SoundCloud account. I'm never streaming again. This was the last stream. I'm done now. Well, we had a good run, guys. I think this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna change my name and wear a fake beard and never talk to anyone ever again. Okay. It's focus time. Let's focus. No. Alright, let's focus. It's focus time. Hold on. Yeah, let's focus now. Yeah, we're trying to reach 100 pledges on my plushie. If you wanna support the stream, consider pledging on my plushie. We can only get it made if we get 100 of them, so I would appreciate your support on this. Every pledge is $2.99, and you get charged the remainder of the $27.99 and shipping after the campaign is fulfilled. If the campaign doesn't go through, you get your money back. And we're currently at 62 out of 100, so if you want to support the stream, that's a good way to do it. But I understand that things cost money. I understand that times are hard, so if you can't afford it, it really isn't a big deal. I want you to be happy and healthy and have money to spend on the things that matter to you. This is just something that was always like a milestone to me, so I'm trying to get it made real. Yeah. Oh, Nano, thank you. Oh, so we're at 63 now. Whoa. We're not that far away from 6'7" or 6'9". Yes. But yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is. I understand that that things are hard. Mm. Hmm. Well, I wrote the opening scene. This is my fourth or fifth time writing it. I see myself using this format. I think this has potential. Hmm. Well, at the very least, I've made something. It might not be very good, but I have pursued all of my ambitions wholeheartedly. I have made music, I have written blog posts, and now I'm making a game. None of it is very good, most likely, but at the very least, I'm consistently making things. And that has to be worth at least anything. So, yeah, I mean, that's just what I think. Well, yes. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. I agree. My process is like writing scenes over and over and over again, and they keep like warping slightly, and I take stuff out, put it back later. But I kind of build the skeleton first of where I want the story to go to. Like currently I've written out like 7 out of like 10 chapters, so I know where the story is going. I know where everything is going to lead to at the very least. Mm. Yeah, I have the skeleton of the story where it's like everything in like bullet points, I think you call them in English. Like I know everything that happens. I know all the character story beats. I know all the events that force other events to happen. I know when a route turns into a bad ending. All of that I already know, but I don't have a version where like all the dialogue is like written as is kind of. So when we work in Ren'Py, I can just, take all of that and put it in. Mm. One of my problems that I'm kind of embarrassed about is the fact that I'm not a native speaker. My my writing is sort of sort of worse because I'm obviously not writing in German. While I'm somewhat able to speak fluently and express myself in the way that I want to, obviously my vocab isn't as good in English as it is in German. I don't want to write in German though, because that is like a completely different thing, and I don't know. I want to do it in English. I was writing. Back when I lived in Brazil, we had this queer writing group. Ooh, that sounds fun. In an abandoned art building in the middle of the city. It was just 12 people, a teacher, and a bunch of chairs, and we shared our writing. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds like you would learn a lot from that. I like that. Wow. You speak fluently and cute. It's all good. Well, that's good for you guys. Because I'm the streambler. I'm sort of fun, but like I don't know. For like the VN, I want to do it properly. Oh god. Oh god, Virtue. Did you get your account back? Oh my. You're very streambler. Yeah, I'm a bit of a streambler, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm glad you got it back. Hmm. Yeah, I used to be a commercial writer. I used to be a copywriter and like advertisement writer. Yes. So I know how to do it in German, but hmm. Thank you. Hmm. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Hmm. Hmm. We're talking about our experiences in writing. We want to write a visual novel because that's probably a good idea for like a baby's first game foray into game development. So we were doing a visual novel because that's going to be easier to handle than like a RPG Maker game. Well, it will require less assets. It's like accurate to say, I think. My writing advice is if you can't think of an adjective and you want to get a scene done, write an X and then just come back to it later so you can continue your flow of writing. I used that as like a crutch for ages. Like I would write a text, put X's everywhere where I knew an adjective had to go, map out the text, map out the structure, the call to action. In my case, like the basic structure of each post or entry. And then I would go in on the second draft and obviously take out all the X's and put actual adjectives in. And that's how I did a lot of my writing. You can use things like thesaurus. Obviously, there are like a lot of little writing quirks that you can use to make your writing more lively. I can really recommend it. But I think the most important thing when writing is get the basic structure done. It's the whole thing of, make it exist and you can make it good later. That is like a real thing. Other advice of writing that I would have is using the craziest adjective ever is not always a good idea. Stuff that is like way too flowery oftentimes sounds kind of juvenile and like kind of aimless. It's like, oh, this person is like flexing with the words that they know, you know? But I'm very German, so at the bottom of my being, I'm strictly utilitarian. I don't even read a lot of fiction. I read a lot of like oh, what do you call it? I read a lot of like non-fiction mostly. My two favorite books are The Art of Clear Thinking and The Art of Wise Actions, I guess is how you would translate them. Not instruction manuals, it's not that bad. Hold on. The Art of Thinking Clearly. Oh my god, it's on the Internet Archive. Can I share that or is that forbidden? Is that like allowed? I don't feel good. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna give this to you, the Amazon link. Here's the Amazon link. You can buy this legally here. This is my favorite book of all time. And there's a second part of this. Let's see if they have this on English Amazon. They might have translated the second part as The Art of the Good Life. Free books collection. Bro, where's the second part of this? I see the Spanish version of the second one. Die Kunst des klugen Handels is the German title. What is the English name of this? Also, I didn't know he did a third one of these. Did they combine the first two volumes into one book? That would actually be really good. What does that say about me that is my favorite book? Hello, Oral. What does that say about me that is my all-time favorite book? I don't know. Now I'm even more embarrassed. Okay, yeah, it's both. It's both. Oh, they removed all the illustrations. That's a shame. Because this originally was like a column in a newspaper. And they had little illustrations with all of them before they combined them. No, my head's not very chaotic. I wouldn't say I'm a chaotic person, I think. And Oro, I hope you had an amazing day today. It's always good to see you. I just enjoy reading about cognitive biases. I like catching myself in bias. I'm really obsessed with the idea of self-improvement. I think people that know me know that this is the case. I'm very addicted to the idea of like analyzing my own behavior. Have you ever tried meditation? Meditation is sort of okay, but it's sort of kind of boring. I have stuff to do. I do a lot of things all the time. I like lying awake before I sleep and feeling nothing and thinking nothing and kind of just like not thinking anything as I'm in my cozy warm bed. Does that count as meditation? I know meditation as a concept is like age old and really, really good. Yeah. The mind illuminated. I have a really busy mind, I would say. I meditate before I sleep, and I lie awake after I wake up as well, and I just kind of like take in my surroundings and think nothing. I like doing that occasionally. That's a good feeling. No, but this book I'm quite a fan of. It's not the most, it's not the most difficult thing to read, so please check it out. Hersomaniac! Hello, hello, Hersomaniac. We're doing some writing for my game today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, it's not true that I don't read any fiction. That is also not true, but it's been a while. I'm definitely more a non-fiction reader though. I really enjoy my little thing that I'm really excited about is when people explore weird places, or they explore, the sea, or they explore the Arctic. I really like reading like exploration logs and stuff like that. I've read a couple books, like memoirs of people that went on these like big expeditions. I'm quite passionate about that. Mm, in general, I kind of like spending a lot of time on Wikipedia. I know that's not the same as reading a book, but I really, really like trudging through Wikipedia articles. That's something I really like. Hmm. Work's going really well. I'm feeling a lot more positive about the game project now after discussing it with everyone. It's a lot more manageable now. Everyone's really smart and has good ideas. Hmm. Okay, the game project, right? I'll tell you in the next break, okay? I'll tell you in the next break. I want to try to write a bit more. Hmm. Yeah, I know the Mysterious Island. I know that one. Hmm. Yes. I've I've read some philosophy when I was younger. Or more accurately, I read some books summarizing like different ideas of philosophy. I haven't devoted a lot of time to individual philosophers, but I've read a little bit. Hmm. Hmm. One of my one of my not commonly known interests is old books. I I sort of really care about old books, kinda. Um, that's what I meant by I like spending my time on Wikipedia sometimes. I like books that can't be translated, for example. There's, of course, the Voynich manuscript that is very mysterious, and there's the Codex Gigas. Well, the Codex Gigas can, I think that one can be translated. I think that one just has a big devil in it. Yeah, that one's just a Bible, never mind. The Devil's Bible. Yeah, I care about like I care about like old random books a little bit. It has a highly unusual full-page portrait of Satan. It has a whole legend about the book's creation. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I would love to go there. To the Czech Republic. Hmm. Hmm. I've heard of Finnegan's Wake. Yeah, isn't that like a thing with like a the author like made a language for that? I know there's also another one. Uh where there was like an artist that got really inspired and sort of like made his own version. Toria, hello, hello. Hi, hi. The history of the Voynich manuscript, like who owned it, is actually, in my opinion, more interesting than the book itself. Because it's like a hoax. Obviously, it's like it was made by someone. But the most interesting person that owned it was Rudolph II, who was known for really being into the occult. So my guess is that someone tried to trick either Rudolph II or someone before him and gave him this book because Rudolph was like obsessed with everything about the occult. And I think originally what he was looking for was for a recipe to make the Philosopher's Stone. I think that's what that guy was into. Oh, I ended up ranting again. It is really pretty. Yeah. I think this whole story about this is very cool. Did you know that in my first year of streaming, I actually did a stream about that? I think we're done with the work portion of the stream for now. I think I'm getting tired and that's why I'm not concentrating as much. Crazy Kitty! Hello, hello. Oh my. So many people from the computer zone here today. Oh my, oh my. Thank you. We did some good work. I think it was very helpful to discuss the project with everyone. I think it was very helpful to kind of talk about the scope of things. Yeah. I found a neat tabletop RPG that's framed as the reconstruction of a lost and unfinished indie game, pieced together from the fragments of notes, design documents, and personal reflections. That sounds really cool. That sounds very neat. Wow. And hello, Crazy Kitty. How was your day today? Yeah, so someone asked about my little game project. So I wanna talk about it a little bit if that's all right. Yes, yes, it was you. It was you, Virtue. Oh. Okay, I'll talk about it then. So for the last year or so, I've been slowly thinking about the story that I want to make real. That's basically called The Carnivorous Island. I've been thinking about the story and its world building for quite a while. It's been in my head. And I wanted to turn it into something. I talked about it with some friends, including the computer, including Clonk. And whenever I talk to Clonk about it, he says something like, "Oh, making games is super easy. Just do it, Digi. Did you just do it? It's so easy. Anyone can learn how to program. Anyone can learn how to make games. This is so incredibly easy. You will definitely learn how to do this. And he's been like a really supportive force in all of this, as well as my friend Iroha. Mm. Hello, Iris. Hi, Iris. So Iroha and I decided to form a 2-person production unit. Iroha and I have partnered up to produce the carnivorous island together. Iroha is a very talented musician. He's the person behind the Vocaloid song Meltdown, the Kagamine Rin Vocaloid song. Iroha is the composer behind that song. And they are very, very kind. We're good friends. And we're working together on this little game. Yeah, so Iroha and Klonk have both encouraged me to make this real. They're pushing my body forward, basically. You know? It's 2 steps. The step 1 is open the program, and step 2 is to make the game. Ah. It's not that easy, is it? But yeah, so Iroha and I are working on this together. And I already have found an artist for the project. The artist that is working on this project is also helping with the illustration for my furry model debut. So we already have the artist that is gonna draw a lot of stuff for it, including the talk sprites for the characters, and who's also helping me to bring to life the world for my VTuber debut, for my 3D model. Yes. I'm a writer. I have written commercially for 2 years. So it's not like I'm completely inept at writing. I'm not great, but you know. And then there's also Iroha, who is absolutely genius level at making music. Yeah. So we have a talented artist, we have a talented musician, we have a hack of a writer. Originally, I wanted it to be a RPG Maker game because I like Yumeniki, but the game is really focused on the story. And I'm gonna be honest, if I want the game to release at some point in time, it will most likely be more sensible to create something in Ren'Py and make something like a visual novel. I think that might be smarter. I will have to program the entire thing. I have never really programmed before aside from school. So that means everyone will have to carry me on their back and backseat me and teach me how to do Python stuff. She says this with nothing but pain and regret in her heart. I will try to learn. And I will write. And maybe in 5 years or so we can release the game. Maybe in 5 years or so we can release the game. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. It will be difficult, but I was really don't tell this to anyone. Hello, my sweet. Hello, vodka. Hello. Hi. So I was accepted into this elite circle of individuals It's the secret cabal. It's the secret society of very, very talented people who are all in love with the computer. The circle was called the Green Circle. Yeah, Zali knew right away. The not so secret society that moves all of the global happenings around the world. The Green Circle. And hello, Zali. And I kind of always felt bad because everyone in the Green Circle is so talented and so cool. And my only reason for being in there is because I'm literally green. The Green Illuminati. Yes, sorta. So my point is like, yeah, shout out Prod. Yeah. Hell yeah. Prod. Z Pod. Can you shout out a Twitch team? Is that like a command? Can you shout out a Twitch team? No, Zali, don't say that. Yeah, we're all the green team. Yeah, we love Prod. We love Prod. We love Salad. We love Tayumisi. We love Zali. There are so many talented people in the circle. Of course, L colon Q is also in there. Yeah. No, because Twitch teams are massively undercooked. Okay, I'm gonna post the link. Can I just find this if I type in green circle Twitch team? If I do this, can I find this? The Green Circle Twitch team at stream charts. Well, that's not really what I wanted. Oh my. Yeah, there's lots of folks here. There's lots of stuff here. Can we like have a list of members? Is there like a way to show this off to others? Yeah. Wait, Zali, you're in the circle of green. Zali, if I open your profile and I click on the team thing, green circle, for some reason the icon is pink. I don't understand why the icon is pink. Yeah, we can just do team green. That's so funny. Look at it. It's team green. Yeah, I'm a part of this elite task force. Okay. I'm a part of this elite task force of individual called the Green Circle. And I always kind of felt bad because everyone in the circle is so incredibly talented. And I really kind of wanted to do something cool. I think that's it. There isn't really any other reason. I just kind of wanted to grow. I kind of wanted to grow, to try something new, to learn something. And I wanted to make this world real. Now I realize that making this world real is a noble endeavor, but it will cost all of my time, all of my money. And it will take 2 billion bazillion million years, but that's okay. Even if it takes 1 billion years and 1 billion doll hairs, I will get there. I will release a game at some point. I always liked how it was called Circle because it reminds me of Dojin circles. Exactly. One day green will be at Comiket. Well, if I publish my raunchy furry visual novel, we would have a really good reason to actually be at Comiket. Well, if my project survives, if it gets made, that would be something that would fit in very well at Comiket. I know people who are buying what I'm selling. I'm telling you that. I know cute furry characters going through horrible suffering are in very high demand. The game won't have hardcore gore because I don't like gore. The game will be brutal though. A soft, wet paw on the door, exactly. The whole reason we're doing this, in other words, is I have been streaming for 4 years. I have been streaming for 4 years and I need something to do. I need something to occupy my mind. I have exited the rat race. You guys know that. If I was still in the rat race, I wouldn't stream chill co-working like this, you know? Like, I have exited the rat race. I am doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do and I'm having fun. And Almantas, hello, hello. It's good to see you. Big shout out for Almantas, please. Almantas, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Almantas is really good at calligraphy. Is that correct? I don't wish to insult you. Almantas has a really calm and relaxing vibe. I would really recommend that you check them out. It's good to see you, friend. Hello, hello. It is what I do. Well, you're being much too humble. Much too humble, yes. Digi, I had the thought of the furry green creature being the succubus queen. Am I that much of a succubi? I did it once for ASMR for Mindbreak March. We did do Mindbreak ASMR for Mindbreak March, but I'm not much of a succubus otherwise, I think. My cat is snoring behind me. Well, that's the best ASMR. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I think co-working is good streaming. Yeah, I think so too. Like, I personally really like it. Oh, a bit of a succubus. Really now? Well, if you say so. All right, Mina. I think for tonight I'm gonna retire to my chamber. Wow! We finished working. We finished working and we're at 60 free pledges for the plushie. We're at 60 free pledges. Oh my god. Yatta! Yes, yes. Oh, good job, everyone. Good job. Wow. I just hung out for a little bit, but thank you for this comfy time together. I'm glad you guys had fun. I really need to get back into the habit of posting a schedule. And hello, Ghost. Oh, yeah, we're right at the end, but it's still good to see you. Hello, friend. Hello. Let's get it to 69, babers. Your words are most peculiar, my dear. Let's get it to 69, babers, whatever that may mean. Thank you for helping me work on my little game today. Thank you for listening me talk about my little game about two characters suffering from horrible loneliness. Yeah, babers. Okay. All right. And thank you for discovering my embarrassing SoundCloud and listening to my embarrassing music and embarrassing me and making me all embarrassed. You made my teeth chatter, which is a sign that like it's like a physical reaction. Unfortunately, my body is really much like that. My body has like a couple physical things that happen when I feel different emotions. Like, for example, I flinch quite frequently. That's just something I do. Like loud noises make me flinch. But when I'm embarrassed, my teeth start to chatter. Yeah. It's okay, babers. Don't let the smug green thing bully you. well, I can bully. All of you listen to my embarrassing SoundCloud music. Yeah, all of you guys listen to my embarrassing songs, so I'm allowed to feel this way. Vodka, thank you. Thank you so much, my sweet. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for 17 months. Sweet 16. No, we're at 17 already. No one's gonna link you the SoundCloud. Actually, before you scramble, I'm gonna rate out. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Ooh, one of our own is streaming today. Krümel is playing something. I don't see what this is. I think this is Minecraft again. Krümel is playing Minecraft today. Okay. Well, Krümel is a dear friend of the channel. So we're rating Krümel today. Yep, you never have to look at my embarrassing SoundCloud ever again.
Thank you for another delicious stream, Smug Green Babers.
Oh, God.
And thank you to every FOMO pledger.
Don't call me babers. You guys are babers, whatever that may mean. Wow. Okay. Good night. Good night, babers. I'll see you. I'll see you most likely on Saturday. Okay? I love you guys. I'm gonna see you very soon on Saturday. Have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you for co-working with me. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Good night, babers. Bye-bye.